So I think that maybe he might be just there to have your back right now. I understand that. Okay. So Santi, again, thank you for your question. Let me pick one more. And man, y'all have got some good questions in here. So I'm kind of bummed that I'm only going to be picking one more, but I think that's only fair. Oh, wow. Hold on, wait. What? Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay. Jamila, I feel like I need to answer your question. You mentioned also that you are Afro-Latina. So I feel like this is a given. I have to pick your question. It was fate. So Jamila from Fresno, California says to me, I know I don't know you personally, but I love you. And I love you like a cousin. And she says that she has a roommate who was in a relationship. And by the way, when they give me their names, I don't know if these are their real names. I advise people always to change your real name. I won't give any details. I don't give social media. I don't give out any of that information. I try to protect your information as much as possible. Always feel free to be anonymous. Always feel free to give me a fake name, a made up name, a nickname, etc. But these are the names that they put on here and gave permission for me to use these names. Okay. So, I'm sorry. She says that, so her roommate is in the relationship from hell. This guy is constantly banging on their door. He tried to break in her car. He tried to break in her car. Your car or her car? Her car is what oh my God. She's always crying. They're screaming on the phone. She deletes them. She adds them back. She blocks them. She unblocks them. She's asking me now. Let me get to your question now. Some of your questions are pretty long, so I'm trying to just get to the actual question. And that's no shade to you, Jamila. I'm just saying you're not the only one. A lot of people send me very long questions, so I try to get to the meat of it. Her drama is bleeding into my peace. Oop. Nope. Should I sit down with her and tell her I want to move out? Or should I just be there for her? Well, girl, I don't need the tarot to tell you need to move. Now, I know that legally there are some legal obligations. I don't know how that works in Fresno. I know here, you can't just get up and leave, and you're in a lease together. So if it is possible, for instance, if you're at the end of your lease, I'm not sure. I don't see that in here. Then, if I was you, I would pay up what I can. Well, I'm sorry. I would pay up the rest of the lease. Let's say you have one more month left, and I would go. But I know that I am not somebody who likes to get police involved if I don't have to. But if it ever amounts to that, then start keeping police reports just in case. You never know. Especially because your friend might not be willing to look out for herself, but you might need to be looking out for her. Sometimes you need to have that paper trail. And this sounds like a situation that is escalating. I do think that for your safety, you should consider getting out of there as soon as possible. I know you don't want to mess up your credit. I know that you mentioned that outside of that, you two are good friends. So it's not that you're trying to end the friendship. But I am concerned, Jamila. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't really need the tarot to confirm this. But I'm going to pull the tarot just because this might put you at ease somewhat. So. And it's unfortunate. It sounds like this guy he's definitely not the one, but you can't force her to see that. Okay. So, that's unfortunate. Okay. The moon. The moon card is about our intuition. A lot of the time it can be about somebody's not giving us the full story. Sometimes there is some mystery here, but in this situation, there's no mystery. It's all right in front of you. This is about you listening to that intuition, and your anxiety is super high right now. And so, Jamila, what I want you to do, I know that this doesn't sound like the best situation, but I want you to get out of there. I really do. And I want you to advise your friend to do whatever has to be done. I'm actually surprised that because I don't see this in here that the landlord hasn't said anything. This sounds like a situation where the neighbors are now probably saying things and noticing things, and they're probably going to speak up if they haven't already. But this doesn't sound like a good situation for either one of you. She's blocking them and unblocking them. Look, if she wants to stay in it, there's nothing you can do about that. But for your safety, I really don't want you to stay there. I really don't. I'm getting a bad feeling, and I don't know. I don't know, girl. I definitely want an update from you. I want to know how you're doing. All right, new moons. I am going to leave the questions right there. There are some more questions that I want to answer on the Patreon. So I'm not even going to jump. I'm not going to cut right here. Should I? Wait, hold on. Should I do that? I'm trying to see how many more questions I have that I want to read today. Yeah. Okay. Well, yes, I'm not going to cut right here. So, obrigada, new moons, for aligning with the frequency of the Lua Nova podcast. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, if you would like to send in your questions to the show, which may or may not be read right here or on the Patreon, or if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do all of the above by going to the Lua Nova website, which is lua-nova.carrd.co. If you would like additional content such as me answering more questions and episodes that will never air here, then you can follow my Patreon by going to patreon.com/the Lua Nova podcast, or you can download the Patreon app from your favorite app store and you can join the Lua Nova Patreon there as well. I will talk to you next week, or if there's a Friday frequency episode, I'll talk to you on Friday. I'm not sure yet because, the Friday frequency episodes are a little more random. So if you're not familiar with the Friday frequency, they are affirmation only episodes that air twice a month on Fridays. But regular episodes of the Lua Nova podcast air right here every single Monday for free. So I will talk to you soon, new moons. Ciao. So at the time of this recording, when I received an email from Jamila from Fresno, California, this was before she moved out. And my team saw that she emailed me again just to kind of give me an update and let me know that she did end up leaving, that she did feel that her safety was at risk. So I just wanted to update the listeners and let you all know that she is safe and that she has remained her in the friendship that she has with, but she says unfortunately her friend is still with this guy. So I am going to pull one more card before I close out the show for Jamila, just because I see new and happy things for her. And I am glad that even before she even hears this, that she listened to her intuition. So Jamila, let's see. Let's pick a card for you. The High Priestess. Are you kidding me? I love this card so much, especially for you. So you mentioned in your update that you are new to spirituality and that you're learning a lot. Well, the High Priestess is encouraging. The High Priestess is essentially, she is the spiritual practitioner of the tarot deck. And she advises you to keep listening to your intuition because it's very strong. You're not somebody who just believes whatever you're told, but that intuition that you have is not wrong. Okay. You knew when to get out of the situation. I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you're safe. I hope that your friend is safe. Feel free to follow up with us and let us know how she's doing. And that divine feminine energy that you embody, allowing good things to happen to you, it is going to keep touching the lives of other people. That's something about you that I noticed right away in your original email, is that there was like a warmth about you in that I see that you have a great amount of empathy for your friend, but that you also are level-headed enough to know when something's wrong. Okay. And even when you said, I want to take the time to sit down with her and talk to her because I don't want her to feel like I'm just leaving her out hanging high and dry. That alone shows a great amount of emotional maturity. And so because you are the High Priestess, that is who you are. I want you to always pay attention to the moon. That is the advice that I'm going to give you. And I know you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. And you didn't mention your zodiac or anything like that. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm picking up on big Cancer energy. So that I would look at your